Being a Wise Agent member means having a robust transaction management system. Within your CRM, you can easily attach property contacts and documents to any checklist, making our all-in-one platform a true hub for your business. This training will take you through creating checklist templates that work for you to ensure nothing slips through the cracks. It'll also show you how to reach your sales goals by tracking sales with our commission tracker. Plus, learn all about integrations we have that keep your transactions moving as smoothly as possible. To begin using our transactions, you'll need to create a template. You can create one by navigating to the Transactions dropdown and selecting the Templates option. Inside the Checklist Templates page, we have a few default templates that you can build yours off of, or create a new template from scratch. We'll go ahead and create a new template from our buyer template. From here, you'll be able to name the template, and then you'll begin to go through setting up the template. You can add in any important dates, you can edit the names for the ones we have here for you, delete them, or add in your own date as well. If you have this section highlighted, it would add this date to the calendar, and if you check this option, it will make these dates required. Next, we'll move on to the form fields. You can add in any additional form fields you would like, edit the names of the ones we have for you here, or remove them and again make them required. Next are the tasks. We have a bunch of tasks preloaded in here for you that you can make edits to, remove, or add on your own. If you would like these tasks to be in a different order, you can easily drag and drop them in the order you please. If this is highlighted on the task, that means that the task will be added to your task list and your checklist. If you edit these tasks, you can set the days that they are due before or after a specific important date that you had put on that first field. You can also assign these tasks to a team member, and finally, you can place them under different subheadings so that they appear in a separate order on the checklist. Next, you'll go to the Contacts tab. Here you can add in any important contacts that will also be involved in the transaction, or if you want their contact information to be included in the transaction, you can easily message them. If you add in a new contact, you can add them in from your vendor list or your contact list, and then you'll select a category and a description. Once you set up your template, you can hit the Finish button, and then you will see that it will be saved under your My Templates. Next, we can create a checklist from our template. You can do so from a few areas in your Wise Agent account. You can hit the Create New Checklist button from this template, or you can add a checklist from the Transactions dropdown. When we create a new checklist, it will prompt us to start. We'll select the template that we will be using, and we will assign it to a team member. We'll hit Next. And then from here, you can pull from an existing contact or a new contact. Next, it will ask you to attach the existing property, or you can add a property as well. And finally, under the Finish tab, it will give you a summary of the checklist you are about to create, and then you can hit Create Checklist. Once you hit Create Checklist, you'll see that on the next screen it had populated all the information you input above. You can go in and add the commissions pricing, you can enter the type of sale, the sale price, your status, and any commission amounts. You can also add in any referral fees or broker fees. This will calculate your gross commissions income and your net commission income. You can also select a completed date project, a completed day, and assign this commission to a team member as well. Next, we can enter these critical dates. You will see that once we enter the critical date, it will populate many of the due dates. Anything currently due will go off of that contract date. And you can see tasks assigned 5 days after contract day will also have that due date. As you begin to check off tasks, it will show you how far along you are on the transaction under on the left side. Once you check off a task, it will also mark the date that it was completed. You can also change this date if you had completed it previously but weren't able to mark it off on the correct day. If we navigate down to the important contacts here, you'll be able to enter in any of the vendors whose information you want quick access to on this transaction. You are also able to add in any documents, and you can add in transaction notes as well. Here you will notice this gear icon in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Here you can edit the template, print or email the summary, send documents using DocuSign, or navigate to our transaction portal webpage. The purpose of this web portal is to be able to share information with the individual that you are going through the transaction with. So in this case, this is going to keep our buyer updated on the transaction here. You will see an outline on the checklist that you had created, and you can select what you want the individual to be able to see. Simply hit save and you can navigate to set permissions. You can select everything from all of these. You can check off if they don't need to see specific tasks, and you can unselect those. You can choose whether they see any of the contacts, the attached files, or the transaction notes, and then you can hit save. Now we can return to the web portal and we can view this message. It'll have them enter a code, giving them a quick overview of the transaction and then navigating to the actual checklist. This web page gets updated in real time, so when you're checking off tasks on the checklist, it will update this page, keeping your buyer updated at all times throughout the process of this transaction. If there's any files that they need to access, they'll be able to access them here, or any of the important contacts, they'll also be able to access that information as well. If we navigate back to the transaction portal management page, and you're ready to send this page to the user, you can navigate to send an update. It will populate all the user's information in here and create a quick message with a link to the portal hyperlinked in the body, and then you can preview that and then send it right away. Back on the home dashboard, you can navigate to your commissions report and view the complete sales list. You'll see that the information that we had in this sale has been added here. You can also make any changes to this commission. You can also do this if there was a sale that you hadn't entered or you hadn't made a checklist for, so that you can at least track your total sales for the year as well. Back on the home dashboard, if we take a look at the calendar, we'll see that those critical dates that we had added to our checklist are added to the calendar here. You can also view these critical dates and open the checklist from this screen. From the home dashboard, if we navigate to the task list, you'll also see the tasks that have come over from that checklist. You are also able to mark these completed from this area, and it will mark them off on the checklist as well. If you would like to set up an alert for specific tasks, you can do so from this screen by clicking on the pencil icon and navigating to the alerts. You can set a date and time to be alerted and select your email or cell email to be notified. You can also add other tasks on this task list that aren't connected to a checklist and set alerts and reminders for those as well. You can enter in the subject, select the team member you'd like to assign it to, the time, the priority due date, and you can enter a contact name as well and any details below. Once you check off the tasks you'd like removed from your task list, you can delete the finished tasks. You can also filter the task list by all tasks past due, today, and future. That will complete session 6, managing your transactions. As always, if you have any questions, navigate to the Help dropdown and use the Contact Us button. Thank you!